plus H, Global Payplus, hooks up to Ripple. D plus H is Finastra. They changed their names. In 2015, Finastra partnered with Ripple by integrating into Global Payplus, its global payment service hub with Ripple's DLT. This article about PNC mentions the clearinghouse, and it mentions that the clearinghouse is using Finastra's payment service hub's Fusion Payments. And then later in the article, it says that Fusion Payments was formerly known as Global Payplus. This article is about Fusion Payplus, and it mentions that it's going to be available for Tier 3 and 4 financial institutions in the EU and the US on a cloud. It also mentions that Payplus is going to be based on Microsoft Azure, and it also mentions that it's going to be generally provided to the customers from the second quarter of 2019. These are the members of the clearinghouse. Some of these names may look familiar. This is a screenshot from the Payplus brochure, and I've highlighted immediate payments. This is a brochure for Payplus for CLS. According to Swift, CLS does on an average of 5 trillion per day. This video is of the clearinghouse and real-time payments.
I know you guys have been working to get this system implemented. What are they telling you roughly in terms of how quickly they could be partners on implementation?
I think this, the end of maybe this quarter, beginning of next quarter, they're going to start to light up. You know, they all have maybe this quarter, beginning of next quarter, they're going to start to light up. You know, they all have multiple systems.
Right.
So it's been tough. I think FIS has told us they're doing what's called mass enablement, so they will be able to light up, I think, all of their cores simultaneously. I might be a little bit off on that, but not by much. And I think that's happening later, the end of the second quarter. Because I think the timing on that might be off by a month or so.
But you're saying, what I'm hearing you say is probably a 2019, not a 2020.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Not all of them, 2 of the 3,
okay.
Or 3 of the 4. We're still working with Fiserv to try to, but I can tell you that, you know, look, they respond to pressure, right? They respond to their clients. So I would urge all of you to put pressure on them collectively to move as fast as we can. As I said, we're putting money out there for them. We're doing everything we can to incent them. And, you know, these are checks that the large banks are willing to write, frankly, on your behalf, but we all know that getting to ubiquity is going to benefit everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have about 6 minutes left, and I have 2 other subjects I want to raise with you. First, just for you to take a moment on, there's been a lot of, obviously, reporting on what the Fed may or may not do. We anticipate perhaps this summer an announcement from them. Do you have just a general take on the role of the Fed?
Yeah, and the Fed plays, obviously, a critical role in our banking system and even in payments as well. They're our regulator. So they certainly regulate the payment system. And they also provide key settlement services, and FedWire is a critical component of that. So what we are urging them to do is make FedWire available, ideally 24/7, but something closer to that, and open up their settlement services. Because, you know, under the covers, that's how we move the money from our joint account at the Fed to all of the banks' accounts at the Fed. That all happens behind the scenes. But
Accenture's payment scheme showing Ripple DLT and the platform integration by D plus H or Finastra.